Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Washington Redskins and the Atlanta Falcons. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
We got this.
Down, Swift, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. His throw incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And now it's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw here. It's caught. Jones. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. 1st down Falcons. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Complete to Jones. And out of bounds right around the 20. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here we go. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that scores a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
Let's go, baby.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. A running play there going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Check, 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 check. Say. Go. Motion.
Right back to him on first down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Crunch time, defense.
Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Watch the whip. Jump. Check safety. Shit.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards there, a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Switch. 6 guys. Check out them.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. 2nd and 10. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
At the 16-yard line.
2nd down and inches. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And no return on this one as the fair catch is taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Too little, check, 55 to Mike. Check, go. What we got? What we got? What we got? Mike, up, go. Mike, 55. Henry. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming. Yeah.
So that'll back him up 5.
Ready. Right here. Hey, tight. Hey, 4 down. Mike 55. Hey, that QB's trapped. That's what.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Jackson now. And he's going to go down again. Tack McKinley providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken from just outside the 30. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He completes it to Jones. And out across midfield down to the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Washington. 62 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Here we go. AC data. Hey, watch the slant.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Watch twitch.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On first down, Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Jackson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 3, check 3. Check 50, check 50. Show it up, show it up.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
With 1 back and 3 tight ends. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different?
True.
You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. They'll run on first down. Swift, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Big stop, G. Big.
They'll set up a throw. Jones has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 14-yard line.
On second down now, Dillon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's second and goal. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Second and 4. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between second and 4 and second and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Check. Check out route. Check out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Switch gears.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. 2nd and 1. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run on first down. Dillon. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Peyton. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. 25 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. It's now